Monghit from Moments Academy. I'm 15. I just turned 15 today. And
Happy birthday! Aba,
thank you, thank you.
akatapat tayo mamaya. Happy birthday!
Ay, na ganyan po. And I play point guard for Moen. I'm really grateful for this opportunity playing point guard with all of these people, and especially to supportive parents and of course Coach Jim for trusting me with, having the ball in my hands.
Yes.
And for me, shout out obviously to this team, to Moen for having me. Shout out to my parents and my two brothers. Shout out, I love all of you, and special shout out to my grandparents who took care of me for 11 years of my life. I am so blessed to have had you,
Wow.
and I'm really grateful to have had you as grandparents, and I couldn't ask for any better.
I'm a fan already of JM.
Ooh, thank you,
I
thank
saw
you.
him
I
play
appreciate it.
in BBA, and I saw him played his hearts out in the USA Basketball Clinic
Yeah.
last 2 weeks ago. Last
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, right? And really, it's like a David and Goliath, right? Because they are so big, but then all of you guys played really like a team. And that's what's basketball all about, right? It's not a one-man team, so but you showed the most like energy. Are you the kind of player who brings like energy to the team? Are you that one player in your team, or there's some other guys who, especially when you are behind and you need to score, you go to your teammates, hey, huddle them, and then motivate them.
For my opinion, I am not the only guy in our team that brings the energy. Everyone here, every single one of here,
Mm-hmm.
they score, they can pass, they can shoot, they bring the energy.
Mm-hmm.
And for me as a point guard, I bring the energy to them and they bring the energy around, and uh I really just enjoy playing with them. And this team alone, I've been with this team for I think 3 or 4 years,
Mm-hmm.
and this has been always my first ever team and my first love of a team. And I've got to know everyone here on and off the court, and I really appreciate to have these type of teammates and as friends off the court. Ever since I'm pretty sure March this year we played in NBTC in Philippines, and
Mm-hmm.
my coach there was Coach Gerald,
Mm-hmm.
and Coach Gerald was actually Coach Jim's coach when Coach Jim was our age. And when he coached me, I really felt like I needed to get better because of how rough his coaching is.
Mm-hmm.
And there, when I realized that it's not just Coach Jim that will be coaching me for the rest of my basketball career, but other coaches as well. And I'm hoping that next year I'll be able to try out for Coach G, and I'm really blessed to even have the chance to try out. I'm
Mm-hmm.
blessed for Coach Jim and of course my parents and obviously God. I'm very blessed to have all of them throughout my life, and I hope that the tryouts I'll be going to in Philippines, either from Manila or Cebu,
Mm-hmm.
I hope that I'll have a chance. Even
Mhm.
if I'll ride the bench, I will cheer for my teammates as loud as I can. I'll fight for that roster spot on the team, and I really hope that the guidance of Coach Jim, my parents, and God, I hope that their guidance will guide me in Philippines, and that's really it.
What was your biggest highlight so far sa game, or what was the best game that you had so far?
For me, I don't really know what the best game I had, but I recalled that some of my games I scored, let's say, 30 or so points, and
Mhm.
those games I really felt like I couldn't miss. I felt like I was just
You're
in
on
the
fire.
zone. I was on fire and I
Yeah.
couldn't miss. No one could guard me. But of course, I can't say that to the opponents because
Mhm.
that's like not being a sportsman-like player, and I
Mhm.
don't want that reputation around me. I
Mm.
want to be that type of player who's just a nice player, a kind player,
Mhm.
though he might get angry at times,
Mhm.
get mad at times, but I just want players to know that on off the court I'm a really nice person.
Nice.
As for my teammates, I think they think I'm nice, but
Si JM siguro, si JM yung ano yung mentality mo dun nung especially sa mga ganung game pagka nakakalaro mo is malalaki or obviously parang known NBA junior sila, 'di ba? NBA school?
Yes.
NBA school.
Exactly.
So what's your mentality kasi nakita ko talaga on fire siya eh. I mean yung energy nandun. What's your mentality going into each game or to a very important game?
for each game and those type of games, my mentality is, of course, to always win and to always fight with everything I have.
Mhm.
And as a quote from, let's say, all the Filipinos in the world, Gilas Pilipinas, like
Yes.
that. And of course, I have to take it by blood also, because I'm pure Filipino, and with those type of games, especially when we're like, let's say, against like NBA school, like those type of big schools,
Mhm.
of course I have the mentality to win, and I don't care how tall you are, how fast you are, how good of a shooter you are. I'm gonna beat you. We're gonna beat you, and I know that me and my team are capable of beating those type of dudes, and we kind of showcased that we could beat those type of dudes on, I'll say, one of the hardest championships we've ever won in, let's say, our run in Moen, and it was against Al Riyadi
Mhm.
U14.
Mhm.
That game was our last game before we headed off to Philippines, and we were against this ginormous 6'5", I'm pretty sure, dude, and our tallest player was 6 foot,
Mhm.
and we just our first quarter was so amazing. We had like, what, 20-point lead in that
Wow.
game, 25 even, and it was just that first quarter alone changed the momentum, and we knew we could win this. We knew we could pull this off because we came off a heartbreaking last season. Also, we lost to the championship.
Mhm.
That was really heartbreaking, and we just knew we had to bounce back. We just needed key players
Mhm.
to step up, and we needed that one player, that 6 foot player in Nunes. Shout out to you.
Yes.
We really appreciate you. We really needed you that game, because without you, we wouldn't even be in the championship. You were the best player in semis. I think you had 8 points, but within those 8 points, you had 20 rebounds for the team,
Wow.
and that's what I really like about you. I love about you, because you don't care about scoring the ball. You don't care about highlights. You care about winning for us, and that's what Moan is about. We win for each other. We play for each other. We fight for each other, and that's really why I love Moan. And because of our fighting spirits here, we might be the shortest team, but we're not gonna go down without a fight. Like you said, we lost in the USAB game in against NBA, and if we would have won that, we could have won to the finals. And by just watching that finals, we could have pulled it off, and we knew we could have won that finals because of our opponents. We played our opponents also. So yeah,
Mhm.
that's all.
Wow. That's really rich, very rich answer. Very profound answer to the question. I like his mentality really, coach. Like siguro yun nga aside from conditioning siguro no. Um it's the advice na binibigay natin on top of the conditioning.